Hi, I wanted to talk about something that was on my mind. I used to be ashamed of the fact that I suffer from mental illness. I have physical disabilities, and I never wanted to admit that I had mental illness. I felt like it was one more thing to make me get laughed at, made fun of, made me abnormal, made me broken. If any of that sounds familiar, I want to let you know you're not alone. There are a lot of people in this world, not even the same country, but the whole world, that suffer from disabilities like mental illness. And there are so many different kinds. Mental illness, physical disability. Why are those even considered disabilities? I think every single person on this planet has a disability. Maybe you say, no, I don't. I can walk. I'm physically fine. I don't have any mental illness. Maybe you don't. But everybody suffers from some problem. When I was growing up, my mom always told me, everyone has a disability. Yours is just more visible. I still have a lot of work to do on myself to get healthy, mentally especially. But I'm not going to stop. And I wanted to let you all know you don't stop either. Don't give in to the rhetoric that you're not good enough. But even the rhetoric in here, you can hurt yourself worse than anyone else on this planet. But you can also be your strongest cheerleader. You can be your strongest advocate, your best for you. It's all how you think. Is it easy to change the way you think? No. One of the things I do is write. See my note. This is one of several notebooks floating around my house. And sometimes all I write is I am worthy of being loved. I am me, and I am more than okay. I am worthy of all blessings that God wants to give me. Why do I write these things? Because maybe if I repeat it enough to myself on paper and out loud, I will start to believe it. Because I can't go any further in life until I believe in me. Until I can look in that mirror and go, yeah, I may not be as skinny. I may have to wear dentures. I may not be good at putting on makeup or dressing in fine clothes. I may not know how to fix my hair. But those are trivial. I am a worthy and wonderful person. I'm a Christian. So if you're not, you're probably on the wrong channel. But I love you anyway. And so does God. And if you want to talk, even if it's just to debate my beliefs, hit me up in the comments. It never is a bad thing to talk, to write, to sing, even in the shower. No one will hear you. But let your feelings out. I had a nervous breakdown back in, I'm trying to think, 97 maybe? 98. I was a bottler. You know the old Pepsi glass soda bottles. And if you shook it up, or even a 2-liter soda bottle, now you shake it up and don't release the pressure, and then you open the cap. I did that once with grape soda. I dropped it. 2-liter of grape soda. True story. I put it on the kitchen table at my best friend's house, and I went to open it. – I think their ceiling still has grape soda on the ceiling. Well, you're the same way. If you bottle enough stuff up and you don't let it out somehow, you're going to blow. You're worthy. I don't care what you believe in. You're worthy. I care about you. If no one else says that to you today, let me say it. I care about you. Is it easy to change what you think, what you feel about yourself? Well, no. But it is no shame to admit you need help, you need counseling. I refuse to be ashamed that I need to ask for a hand when I need it. You know, the person that is truly wise is the one who knows when to delegate and when to ask for help and go, I don't know how to do this. My dream is to open a tutoring center. I have a name for it and everything. And I kept that dream locked in my head for a long time. Will it ever be what I envision? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe it'll be more. Maybe it'll be less. But because I'm willing to ask for help, maybe I won't be the one to open it. That's okay. It's about the children. It's okay to have a dream and reach for it. You may not succeed first time, second time, heck, even the fifth time. But life, I like the song by Miley Cyrus, The Climb. Life is not about the end result as much as it is, the lessons you learn getting there. I'm not going to debate what's going to happen to your soul. That's between you and God. Just let you know that I am a Christian. If you are not a Christian and you want to ask God to be your Savior, there's someone near you who can help. Just reach out. But even if you don't have religious beliefs, that doesn't matter. Believe in yourself, admitting your shortcomings, and boy, that's hard to say out loud. But write a list. And don't just use one piece of paper with a line down through it. Use a whole different piece of paper for the good and the bad. That way you have front and back. And don't stop yourself. Write a list of everything you think is bad about yourself. And then I want you to write a list, and this one is going to be harder, of everything you think is good about yourself. And then I want you to pull out a third piece of paper. And I want you to write every positive, descriptive word for you. I am smart. I am intelligent. I am strong. I am loved. I am worthy. I am determined. I am honest. I am kind. I am stubborn. That's on my good list. I consider stubbornness for myself to be a top good thing. Because sometimes just the sheer act of being stubborn is what's going to get you over that next hurdle. Because you're not willing to give up. You know, I'm 45 and I only worked when I was 16. I can't blame anybody else on that but me. I worked for about a week. I had trouble physically doing it. And instead of finding something else in the same company that I could have done, I gave up. I gave up. And I didn't work again. Don't give up. Don't give up on yourself. Because if you give up on yourself, nobody else is going to think you're worth standing for. And if they do, you're going to make their job a lot harder to support you because you're not willing to support yourself. Look in the mirror when you have that list of positive words Even if it's a mirror from your purse or your bathroom vanity mirror, or a mirror on your kid's toy. I don't care. Find a mirror. Grab your glasses. They can make a great mirror. Look at mine. The lights are shining everywhere. And I want you to look at yourself. And I want you to read that positive list. Both of them. The good descriptive words about yourself. The good things that you think about yourself. That you wrote on those pros and cons lists. The pros. And I want you to say them out loud. I don't care if you get in the shower and scream them. Or have your neighbors banging on the ceiling. Hey, shut up there. Write them down over and over and over. I am me. I am wonderful. I am beautiful. I am strong. I am smart. Whatever your sentence is. Don't let the negative be your sentence. Yeah, I'm physically disabled. In other words, I can't do everything the same way someone else does. That's how I define it. It doesn't mean I can't do it. It just means I gotta find my own way around it. Thank you, Mother, for teaching me that. I have mental issues. I am mentally ill. But I'm not going to use that as an excuse. And I'm not going to let that be a negative that pulls me down. I'm going to let it be a ladder that I climb up. And that when I get on the top of that ladder or the top of that mountain, and ready to attack the next mountain in the distance, I can look down and say, I beat you. I'm worth it. If no one loves me any more than I do, I'm worth it. I love you. I don't even know you, but I love you. There are billions of people on this planet. If we all loved each other a little more, we'd have a little less hate. My mom used to say, be careful with that word, because hate is a very strong emotion to waste. My mom's pretty wise. Wonder what she would say if I told her that. If we used a few more positive descriptive words with each other and stopped and thought about our words before we spoke them, and thought, if I say this, is it going to benefit this person? Or is it going to harm their self-control, there's how they see themselves. I forgot the word, I'm sorry. Their self-image. There it is. I also have some short-term memory things that buzzes once in a while. But that's okay, that's me. I may be a scratched or broken record, but I still play a beautiful song. We all do. Don't let your disabilities disable you. I don't care what they are. If you have to write out every bad thing that if someone's ever said to you and tear it to shreds or throw darts at it or set it on fire with your kitchen lighter, do it. If you have to take a picture that you have of someone that's abused you and put it through the shutter or light it on fire to help you feel better, do it. If you've got no one to talk to, get a hold of me. I'll listen to you. And I'm not the only one. All you have to do is ask. Political beliefs, religious beliefs. We're all one race. I don't care if you're Kermit the Frog green or Miss Piggy pink. Or purple. I kind of like purple. Purple people eater. I don't care what color you are. I don't care what language you speak. I don't care if you're short, tall, fat, blind, deaf. That doesn't describe you. You are a human being. We're all humans. We're all one people. And it's about time we start acting like it and supporting each other. I'll tell you what. I'll link my email address in the comments. If you want to talk, drop me an email or comment on this video. Or DM me on Facebook. I will try to link that. I'm still learning. Be patient with me. But don't ever give up on yourself. Someone says you're mentally ill, look at them and go, okay, what next? The minute you reach one goal, don't quit. Don't do what I did and quit. I quit because it was too hard. I didn't want to do it. I was scared. I have a million excuses. I quit on myself. That's how I look at it. I'm not doing that anymore. It took me quite a few years to figure that out, but hey, life is a learning experience. Because if you're not on this earth and learning something every day, then you're fooling yourself. Because life is a string of lessons. Yeah, there's a goal at the end, depending on what you believe. But I'm not here for a theological debate. Heck, I can barely say the word. And I'm not wearing my dentures, so I speak a lot clearer without them still. I'm still learning on how to wear them, how to eat in them, and my jaw is still healing, so I can't wear them all the time yet. Hence the reason you don't see them in every video. But that doesn't define me. I define me. My God defines me. My God created me. And maybe you say, well, my kid was born with a disability, or my kid was born da-da-da-da-da. My mom could have said that too. You know, that they told my mom that I might not make it. And Mom said when I was little, I never understood this comment. And I got mad when I was an older teenager, and I nailed her about it. And she said, I thought if she does, she does, and if she doesn't, she doesn't. And for the longest time, I thought that meant she didn't care about me. Or she didn't love me. Finally, I got mad enough, I asked her about it. Well, actually, I yelled at her about it. And my mom looked at me and she said, that's not what I meant. She said, I knew you had made it through 4 hours after you were born at 7.5 months. Out in Oregon, Mom had no phone. There's a video in it. Look at my list. She said, 4 hours before you got to the hospital, you survived a breech birth and everything else after it. I was not going to let no doctor tell me he thought you were going to die, because he didn't know. He wasn't the authority. I knew you were going to live. My mom taught me and my sister to find our life's purpose. And for each of us, it's different. I'm not a mommy. Well, unless you count 4-footed, furry, great big, and currently snoring. I have an English Labrador. And I have 3 other dogs that live with my mom that I claim. I don't have any human kids. But that doesn't define me. That doesn't make me less of a human. There's this whole thing the other day. I was in a store and I called someone a sir. I was taught, ma'am, sir, yes, no, please, thank you. And I got told not to call him a sir. He isn't it. Excuse me? was all I could think to say. And I said, I will not do that. I will not do that to you. I will not disrespect you. In my eyes, that is disrespectful. You don't want me to call you sir? That's fine. Tell me your name, and I will call you that if you give me permission. But I refuse to debase you. No one is in it. You're here for a reason. Everyone is here to learn, to grow. Some for shorter time than others. But you know, we all got to learn and grow and go through the same processes in the end. It's just how you do it. I told someone once life was a fatal disease. That's how I see it. But I'm not afraid. I like a challenge. I do. I may get mad, but I'm stubborn. Give me a challenge and tell me I can't do something. My mom learned a long time ago, if she wanted me to do anything, she tells me I can't do it. Makes me mad. And I'll do it just to prove you wrong. Look back and go, pfft. In fact, I'd like to tell the doctor, find the doctor that told my mom that and go, yeah. We none of us know what our life is written for. But we know we've got to learn lessons. And we got to help each other. Because we're all students. Anybody got a cheat sheet? Maybe, maybe not. But when you learn something, and you go through something, and you get to the top of that mountain or the other side of that road, don't just keep walking. Look back and hold out your hand. And you help the next person coming up behind you through that tough time too. And you go, I was there. Here's what I learned. And then you tackle the next thing. And every time you go through life, if you see someone who's learning the lesson you already learned, don't judge them. Help them. Can I talk to you a minute? I've been through what you're going through. Here's what I did. That's just a suggestion. But let's drop the disability from our lexicon. Nobody is disabled. We all have different ways of looking at things. That's all it is. Yeah, maybe somebody's body is not working exactly like someone else's, but that doesn't make me any less human. Does it you? Good night, everybody.